Hello everyone, I hope all of you are doing great and thanks for your time. So today I'm putting one revision of S4 HANA content. So if you spend next 1 to 2 hours of time while walking or whether you're doing some work and just listen, so definitely you're going to get knowledge about the SAP Activate methodology and how to practice few scenarios on theory for free on SAP website, and what is greenfield, brownfield, bluefield, and also what is public cloud, private cloud. So 3PL related processes. These all you are going to learn in next 2 hours. So I hope this revision will be helpful for you. Enjoy watching and learn. If you feel it is helpful, you can share with your friends. And after this live also, if you really wanted to go through, come to Google and search as Ganesh Padala SAP S4 HANA content. So you will find all these videos. Happy learning, and let's start this session. Thank you.
Hi friends, good morning everyone. I hope all of you are doing good. I'm going to make a full-length video about the Activate methodology and SAP methodology. We already have 2 hours video on YouTube and different platforms also. I put my videos on SAP methodology. This video is mainly to give you at high level what are the steps in Activate methodology. I'm not going to explain in detail. I'm preparing the PPT and very soon I'm going to come with Activate methodology with the detailed steps, each phase, what are the activities will happen. Okay, so what are the high level differences and all. This is only kind of a trailer, you can say. What are the differences at steps wise between SAP and Activate methodology. So Activate methodology, you will see a lot of impact of SAP methodology. Of course, that's the base when they're making for S4 HANA. Activate methodology mainly designed for S4 HANA, and it has adopting that Agile. You would see that Agile methodology during implementation process. So different technologies use that Agile method. So Activate methodology has adopted certain good things from Agile and also certain good things from SAP methodology. So it's kind of a mix of multiple kind of solutions which is designed for S4 HANA. Okay. So SAP methodology, we know it starts with the project preparation and business blueprint, realization, final preparation, then go live and support. So in Activate methodology also, there is a discover phase and prepare. See here, mostly business blueprint is almost not available here because there's kind of different solution document. But before that, business and IT team will do workshops about fit gap analysis. So that's a major difference you can observe in Activate methodology. And explore and realize. This explore realize will be somewhat looking like our realization phase related activities, like all the configuration, testing, unit testing, and system integration testing. All those activities are getting involved. In the deploy phase, how we are moving before go live, how we do the cutover activities and moving transport requests to production. So those all activities are being involved in that. And finally, they run. Run is like go live and continuous whatever that initial hypercare support. Even deploy phase itself, a little hypercare will be started. So because all the changes, everything is moved to production, and there will be some downtime is expected from the business. So these are the few you can see, like it is like SAP methodology. If you are having idea about Agile, so how Agile method will be there. So mainly in 4 steps like prepare, explore, realize, and deploy. Okay, mainly explore, realize, and deploy will play key role the overall where the consultant will be involved, more activities. So I'm going to make a full-length video on Activate methodology. It is currently under preparation. So even I'm getting certain kind of good examples and all. So we will meet soon with the video. So in this video, it's mostly like what are the steps in SAP methodology, what are the steps in Activate methodology. That's what I wanted to convey. So definitely we'll meet with detailed video. If you have not yet watched our SAP methodology video, please go to YouTube and search SAP methodology by Ganesh Padala. So you are going to get each phase and steps, activities, what are things you are going to do, and those all you are going to learn. So asset methodology was quite used in ECC, and activate methodology is mainly designed for S/4HANA implementation projects with changes and adding some uh, good things from Agile, and there are some improvements to handle. Okay, so to have a continuous improvement and also the business benefit. So all those things are available. We are going to discuss soon with a lengthy video. Until that, you can just check our SF methodology video. I will provide you in the comment also. And you also can search SF methodology by Ganesh Padala. See anything, any concept like, because we have currently 550 plus videos and we covered multiple topics. So if you are searching for contract by Ganesh Padala, release procedure by Ganesh Padala. So you can just search like that. So definitely you will find our video. And many of you, I observed that when people are not utilizing our playlists, I always mention that please go to playlist and check what are the videos available. Purchasing, today you are preparing, go to our purchasing playlist and check what are the videos available inside and prepare it. Inventory, interview preparation. I created multiple playlists. Please you utilize our playlist and find the exact videos and learn. And also during searching, you can use this by Ganesh Padala at the end, so that you will find if there is a relevant video is available in our channel. If it is not available, you will not get it. You might find in different other channel. You can learn there. So always be gratitude if you learn from any of our channels, like my channel or any other channel. Give your comment or a like. That will encourage to the creators. Okay, people are acknowledging that they are liking. Otherwise, sometimes it may generate, especially for the new YouTubers. So I have been doing videos for 7.5 years. So somewhat I'm habitual that okay, less comments, less likes are quite common. But still, our content is being reached to the people and they're accepting. Somewhat we can get it, but still it will be a good encouragement. The comments or likes and all. But the new YouTubers, it will definitely make a huge impact that they will get a kind of negative thought. People are watching but not reacting means I think they are not liking my videos. Or so such kind of a thoughts can come. Okay, until definitely the views will play the role. If a video is good, then only people will watch more. Otherwise, people will just keep it aside, whether it is created from Ganesh or someone else. Okay, keep learning and keep sharing our videos. Before leaving, click on subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you are going to get multiple types. We are having quizzes, we are having short videos and 1 minute videos and lengthy normal course videos, multiple kind of categories we have on our channel. When you get a time, please go to our channel playlist and check what are the different playlists inside what videos are available. Thanks for watching. See you soon with new video. Thank you. Good morning, friends. I hope all of you are doing good. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the free documentation from SAP and how can you get benefit by using your normal P user ID. Okay, so P user ID is a free login. Just you can register. Anyone can just with your Gmail you can go and register. So once you come here and you can just register, and system will give you a P user ID. With this ID, you can do your basic documentation. What are available in SAP for free for the open to all the members. You are able to see it. Today we are going to show that. If you are logging with your company's ID and even your certification S user ID will have, compared to certification S user ID, if you log in with your company ID, you will have more functions because company will take the partnership from SAP and they're also getting that extension kind of any support like premium support and normal support. There are different kind of support. So everything will be taken by the company. So you will see a lot of new options when you go with when you log in with your company ID. Okay. So if you have S user ID, please use S user ID to log in this site. And I'm going to show you that how to check the SAP standard best practices and any test script or document flow, anything what are available, you can see it. But if you log in with your company ID, you can see more options. So the website what you have to is rapid.sap. So here we are going to input rapid.sap.com/bp, or directly you can give rapid.sap.com. If you are not logged in earlier, system will give a prompt to enter your user ID and password. You can just enter it. So system will show you that SAP best practices for different kind of genre. Okay. So for example, what kind of area you are looking for? Solution processes by line of business SAP S4HANA Cloud 2302 public edition. So here we are in the public edition, and where you can set it different areas. Okay, for example, you are keen on sourcing and procurement. Okay, in sourcing and procurement, it is giving you that what are the different things available. Okay, and here sourcing and procurement is available in one of the things. Anyway, let's leave about the pie chart. We are going directly to the payroll, success factors, and all. We are going with SAP best practices S4 HANA Cloud. Okay. So you can search based on different portfolio and products also. Let's first I will show you that SAP best practices S4 HANA Cloud. And if you are not using any kind of search option, maybe you can get it. For example, let's go to portfolio and products. Okay. So here, what are the different products which you can explore it? Okay, SAP product log, and here you can see cloud and on-premise. Okay, whether you want to check the on-premise related documentation or you are going to check with cloud. So on-premise, all of you know that one cloud we have a public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid, which is the combination of public and private. And on-premise is that the server will be owned by the company and they maintain the server. Okay, I'm going to plan a video about to explain what is public cloud, what is private cloud, what kind of companies go for public cloud. Those things I'm already making a PPT. Definitely, I will come up with that video very soon. And please support this video and share with your SAP friends. And if it is the utilization is more, means it will be motivation for the creators like us. So the views and comments, and those are the boost. Like for example, those will motivate more to the creators to think beyond the box and make different kind of videos. So let us check it cloud or on-premise. Let's go with the cloud. Okay. So let's go with the on-premise, which is our most of the years we are using that. Okay. So here there are different kind of things you can see in the product catalog. Different modules are there, and let's search for our favorite area. Not favorite, our area. SAP ERP add-on, real estate, S4HANA enterprise, audit, billing, profitability, product invoicing, S4HANA, finance, commodity, financial things. You can also, by using sets also, you can do it. Procurement. Okay. So SAP extended procurement, S4HANA central procurement. Okay. So let's go with this S4HANA central procurement. That is one option, and this categories also will be a good thing for us to search it. So supply chain management, you can search for a different kind of supply chain management related things, or you can go with spend management, where you will see the procurement. Spend management will have the forecasting, supply lifecycle, central procurement. All these options are available. Okay. So if you go with your what you call SAP, your company's ID, you will have more option to navigate and to check it and all. You can see this what catalog is available. Okay. So for example, if you go for a cloud, and here Ariba and all are there, but here also we can search for cloud spend management. So Ariba is there, SAP Ariba, and here also you can see the field glass Ariba, S4 HANA for procurement and planning. Okay, so those kind of documents, everything catalog, you can see it. Okay. The service and supports are the same way like we are like SAP for me, right? Everything is available in SAP for me now. The rapid support or earlier different links used to be available. Now in SAP for me, you can see everything what you are exactly expecting. And let's go for finance and legal. Let's go to home. Okay. So we go with that rapid.com. So come to rapid.com. So here the solution scenario and solution processes, we have multiple options here. So here we can go for a SAP best practices for S4 HANA Cloud. Okay. So you can, one point I'm mentioning again and again, if you log in with your company's S user ID, even with your own S user ID, you will have, you will see that little more options. Okay. So once you come to the home and you are going to the SAP best practices for S4 HANA Cloud, and here you can select which area you wanted to check it. For example, sourcing and procurement. In sourcing and procurement, analytics, purchase order visibility, or billing cost, contract management. Maybe you are interested in central purchasing. Go to central purchasing. So here SAP is providing you for free. You can see again, I log in with the P user ID, which is not related to any S user ID, any company, or even without SAP certification related ID. You can see here SAP has provided these best practices for free to view by you in central purchasing, and you can also see the solution value flow. Okay, so solution value flow and central purchasing. If you click on these things, you can see further the diagrams. SAP best practices for S4 HANA Cloud. We are here, and let me show you one thing. This is the better one for us. SAP so solution process flow. Solution process flow. You can download as a PDF also. Okay. So why I download PDF? I just wanted to show you the little more. Okay. See how it was designed. Central purchasing. So the first, the purchaser is creating a purchase requisition. Material requirement is there. A purchaser has created a purchase requisition. Then it will be directly sent to the purchasing department. The purchasing department, he will create all the import purchase requisitions. He will take all the requisitions which are created in the system. Then the manage purchase requisitions means if there is any approval, then they will send for approval. Not only purchasing manager, here it was designed like that, but generally the purchase requisition will be approved by the respective department head. Like if you are admin, you are creating a purchase requisition, then admin manager, and as HR department, you create the purchase requisition for new materials, because that kind of idea, like for example, when you are creating that department, you are procuring some 1 lakh or 100,000 rupees PR you are creating, then the approver will be your boss, like your manager, because who is going to pay the cost of that expenses, right? So mostly here the given as a purchasing manager as part of the overall flow, but for PR approver will be generally the respective department head. So now we are going for next step called, once the purchase requisition is approved, It's all we know it. Even I made multiple videos on this process. So you can check any other process also. I just wanted to convey that with your normal login ID, you can access these documents. I wanted to convey to all of our YouTube subscribers and the viewers to convey this information. Okay, even when I came to know a few months back about this, and not few months, a few weeks back only, when I came to know about this, I was surprised SAP is providing this kind of bunch of data to all of us to learn properly to do the better consulting. Please utilize it. There are a lot of content in SAP, and even the bloggers like YouTubers or content creators like us, we are providing. So you have a lot of scope to learn now. So please spend valuable time and learn. Don't complain. Don't think too much about negativity and all those stuff. Utilize the time for learning. Okay. I hope this video will be reaching to thousands of members to know this information, how to get these best practices from SAP. Okay. So once the picture purchase requisition is approved, then block PR for central purchase processing means the PR will be used for the processing. So then resume deferred defer and resume deferred purchase requisition. If any kind of changes or anything, they will make it in that. And reassign purchase group. Yeah, exactly who is the purchase group is processing that requisitions. They will input the exact purchase group while handling that purchase requisition. Assign source of supply. So assign source of supply we know in ECC also, like all these steps are ECC S4HANA are pretty similar. In S4HANA mostly Fiori apps will be used. Assign source of supply, and if we based on the source list or info record, quota arrangement, whatever is available, and the source of supply will be assigned. So once a source of supply is assigned, purchase order will be created. So purchase order you can create automatically from the PR or manually you can create. So then all purchase orders will be to the central procurement. So all the purchase orders will be imported. Then approval, PO approval will happen. So add open purchase requisition to order. Okay. So if you want to combine anything, add open purchase requisition to purchase order. Once the purchase order is done, it will be sent to the vendor. Then the vendor will send the goods and the confirm goods receipt. Okay. So who is doing the goods receipt? Warehouse clerk is doing the goods receipt, and then accounts payable accountant will do the supplier invoice, which was sent along with the goods by the vendor. Okay. The refresh purchase orders means that purchase order history will be updated with the GR and IR. Okay. Then you can check the purchase orders centrally. So once everything is completed, close purchase requisite items. So then it will automatically closed. If you close indicator will be updated once you convert complete PR to PO. Then you pay it to the supplier. So these are the how you can get a different kind of processes. Okay. So for example, central purchasing and sourcing and procurement. Okay, let's check it anything under supply chain. Last third-party warehouse, intercompany stock transfer, inbound logistics, handling unit management, there are nice cross-plant transfer posting. Okay, let's check it. This intercompany stock transfer. So how is the intercompany stock transfer process? And here you can go for intercompany stock transfer, create intercompany STO, stock transport order by the purchaser, then replenishment delivery. The VL can be what we use it, right? To do that, shipping specialist will create a delivery and pick and post goods issue. If you have any WM, you do the picking process. Okay, if you do the WM also, if you have any kind of HU kind of things, you can do the packing. What materials we are sending, those things and all, we are going to make it. Then check batches. Optional. Yeah, if you have any batch management, you need to check it like what goods you are sending. The same goods you are going to provide it there. Okay. So the batches and all we need to provide. That's why it is given as optional. Check status of stock transfer. You can see the stock in transit with MD5T transaction, right? The same way you can do it. And if you are using inbound delivery, and once that other company has send you that confirmation that I'm going to send you the material on a specific day, then inbound delivery. That's why here it is given decision. If there is inbound delivery, yes, then create inbound delivery, then confirm quantities for put away, then do the GR. If there is no inbound delivery, directly post goods receipt against STO. Okay, against STO you can do the GR. So once the GR is completed, either through inbound delivery or directly, then check status of stock transfer. You can see that stock in transit will disappear and the stock will be updated at the receiving plant. Then create intercompany billing document, because it's an intercompany process, right? There will be a billing document needs to be created with VF01. So after that, see who is creating this one? Billing clerk is creating. After that, for the supplying plant, who is giving that material, right? He will send you the invoice. So accounts payable accountant at receiving plant will create an invoice and he will do the payment. So it looks like intercompany STO always has like accept this billing process, right? Rest all look like standard procurement, how you're buying from another vendor. Okay. So the main intention of this video is to explain you that we have option to see the SAP best practices which are available for free with your normal login. Please log in and get it. And if you are working, please get your S user ID from your company and log in. You will see a lot of options, because when I logged into with my company's ID, I have seen different options and all. Okay, means little more options are there, so you can check it there. And you can see here task tutorials, test scripts, setup instructions. Okay, SAP has given a lot of inputs this time to do it. Okay, and see the key process flow for intercompany STO, what are the steps, create STO, create perform invoice, those steps, setup instructions. Yeah, you can see here, if you want to take any kind of additional things, you need to go for S user ID. These all will be available if you are taking for a S user ID. That's what I'm mentioning here. The accelerators, task tutorials. Whatever is available for free, you can access definitely. Okay, which are not available, like I mentioned that you can see everything in S user ID. See, test script you cannot access with free login. Yeah, test script you cannot access. Setup instruction you cannot access. Okay, but with S user ID you can access it. Past tutorials, I think it is opening now. You can see the overview video, you can check it. Open PDF document also you can open, or else you can see the hands-on. Okay, this is the SAP things, how on Fury you can create STO. Okay, so I just wanted to convey there is whatever the information is available, accessible for public. I want to share with all of our active YouTube viewers to share knowledge. See, create purchase order. So let's make a video then. That would be better. Create purchase order. Enter supplier 174111730. SAP provide whatever information is already predefined test data, so without errors we can give it. 1710. Mostly this video was made during 1710 S4 HANA, so that they put it. Purchase group 002. So we are going to create a purchase order in online on S4 HANA on Fury app. First video on our channel with Fury app. Then click enter 1710. Choose partners. So the partner function is PI and the number is 17401720. Here what is highlighting by the SAP that supplier is different and invoice party is different. What happens in the procurement process? One company is responsible for all these procurements, so that they ask their factories or their vendors of 10 vendors are tied up with that company. So always invoice party will be with that company only, but the 10 companies will provide you the stock. Supplier, good supplier will be 10 companies, and this will be always same as invoicing party. Okay. So to collapse the header pane, you can just collapse it. So then enter the material. PZ11 is the material code. I entered the material code, then click enter, then go to quantity. I'm giving the 50 quantity. Let's follow SAP instructions. Unit of management is PC. Order unit. So otherwise it will take from the material master. Open the delivery picker, select date. You can select any delivery date. So let's put it. Then come plant 1710. So to locate the storage location, you have to drag to the right hand side. Okay, storage location 171A. Tax code. Tax code will select I1. Click on accept. So system is asking you to choose save button because all the details are completed. See here, although it is on theory, everything looks like ME21, and that's why always I tell my the followers or YouTube family members, don't think too much that what is happening in S4 HANA and all, because I'm seeing S4 HANA system, there are differences are there, but if you are very strong and very good in ECC, that differences can be manageable. Okay, you don't worry too much about that one. Learn very well about ECC, and the differences you can adopt it. So if you're a person who knows ECC well and who knows that how to create a purchase order, do you see any drastic changes? You don't see, right? So that's what the thing I am going to explain to all of you, that please learn ECC well, and the 10 to 20%, the 30% differences you can adopt it. Okay. So better quality ECC learning or S4 HANA learning, whatever, find a good mentor, a good trainer, and learn well, whether it is ECC or S4 HANA, the differences you can adopt it. Okay. So a poor S4 HANA trainer is not good. It means the best ECC trainer is better than a poor S4 HANA trainer. So if you get a best S4 HANA trainer, better to learn from him. So he can explain you both ECC and S4 HANA things. So go to next step. Successfully create the PO. The standard PO has been created. So return to Launchpad. We are going back. Okay. So now we created the how to create intercompany STO. We created successfully. Perhaps going back to the PO creation. What we need to go for? Yeah, I have to just put this cross mark. So create replenishment delivery for stock transport orders. So start tutorial. We go to my purchase orders, and we are going to give shipping point 1730. Then click on purchase orders, and checking rule we are going to give 3 for the calculation rule. Then click enter. Delivery creation date is filled. Then input the 45 00 000 85. This is only for learning purpose, but you have to take your own S/4HANA practice system and do your setup and practice it. Then click on execute. Double zero, double zero, double zero. Double zero, double zero. 10 is less. That's why it is not moving further. So at the bottom there is an execute button is waiting for us. You can see here, right hand side ending, the execute button. Okay, now system has shown everything is same like our VL10B. Okay, I don't see any difference here. Select and click background. In ECC we used to see the background at the top, but in S/4HANA theory background is at the bottom, and put it. Then yeah, delivery is created. The screen is everything same like our VL10B. Then show or hide delivery. You can see the delivery document. Earlier we used to see under log, we can see the delivery document. Delivery is successfully created. I'm sharing this one. Now picking and goods issue for deliveries. Once the delivery is created, what we are doing, pick and post a goods issue for a delivery. Start a tutorial, and on Fiori, there is one app called Change Outbound Delivery. Go to Change Outbound Delivery and input the delivery number which was created. Is it possible to copy? No. Yeah, copy. Yes, we can copy. It's nice. So continue button is at the bottom. Click on continue. Go to picking tab, same like our VL0 to N. Pick the quantity, I'm entering 50. Then save it. So now click on post goods issue. Do you see any differences with our VL0 to N? No, right? So continue, post goods issue, already posted. Then go to launchpad. Because you should predefined what are the steps were defined, that only we can execute it. It's like a demo. So goods issue is posted, VL10B in ECC. I'm just telling you. So ME21N, and but in theory it is like to create purchase order. And VL10B, here we have gone to my purchase orders, and from there we created delivery. And picking and goods issue VL0TM. Here there is an app called Change Outbound Delivery. And post goods receipt against stock transport order. Now the stock is coming. So we are going to do the goods receipt. Goods receipt, see here, there is a warehouse processing. Here, the roles are available in Fiori. I think if you are already going through about the Fiori things, warehouse processing, stock monitoring, purchasing, based on that, the respective apps are assigned to that activity, so that the activity which are given to that users, those people can access it. So post goods receipt for purchase order. Now this is for learning only, but to get more confidence, you have to set up your own and you test it. Enter the PO number. Here they are not using, in this demo, it was not given for the inbound delivery basis, so directly. So do you remember what screen you are seeing here? It is similarly look like our Vigo. No print individual slip. You want to print individual slip, and click on item OK. Choose post. So material document is created, and open material document in flow. Click OK. So go back to launchpad. Under warehouse processing, we have done these things. Successfully, GR is completed. So now we are going to the next step called create intercompany billing documents. So that is a VF01. Here we are going to use on S4HANA. See here, it is available under this billing related things. create billing document VF04. Okay, so VF04 is getting created. Transaction VF04 in SAP and sold to party. I am going to copy, input the sold to party, and then click on delivery related, drag down, click on delivery related, then select intercompany billing, then click on display billing list. So you can see the details here, and here there is an option called individual billing document. So we are able to see the data, whatever the billing document you need to create, click on save. If you're familiar with VF04 transaction, it looks normal actually. So we came here and click on next step. So successfully intercompany billing document is created. Now we are coming to the supplier invoice, our Miro. So create supplier invoice and see here supplier invoice processing. Here you can see what are available. Create supplier, clear GRI, clearing account MR11, and purchase equation, items to account assignment. Okay, so these are all ME5 kind of report. Purchase order. This is ME2. N you can use it, or you can use ME2K. Purchase contract. So these are all our reports. How it is. Create supplier invoice. Select invoice because we are not getting right memo. Invoice company code 1710 1710, gross amount 675, currency USD, invoice date whatever is suggested by the system, 165 is the reference number, then invoicing party, we already know that one, the invoicing party which was given during PO creation. Then click on check button. So exchange rate is 1.00. Then the exchange rate will be automatically copied from the purchase order. So then purchase order references. Input the document category. We are going to get a purchase order, which is STO. Then click enter. Input the PO number. Then system is giving you that amount and all. Amount, quantity, everything you verify. Go to tax tab. So the Miro screen is little changed. I think it's like our looking like our PO screen. It's good to see that. Then simulate button. Everything looks like Miro. So once you know ECC transactions well, you can handle it because the user interface wise it was changing, but the base and the major things are most of things are similar, so it is easily manageable. Okay, I posted invoice now. Okay, successfully we completed the entire tutorial of intercompany stock transfer process. I hope this video has given you a good understanding how to use SAP sources to practice and to understand it. This is only for kind of a demo, and you can use these best practices to understand the steps when you define a solution for your company. There is a reference SAP best practices are available, so you can confidently propose that solution. Okay, what is the use of learning SAP best practices? The use is to understand SAP solutions, and which may not be compatible for all the companies. Okay, SAP has told you like this means there is no thumb rule that you have to use every client. Okay, so you need to adopt that one and you propose it. If there are any gaps between SAP proposed solution what you are giving to the company and some legal issues or legal reasons or local country reasons or any other specific valid reason is provided by the client, then you need to fine tune or make little changes to the proposed solution. So if you have a command on SAP best practices, you are confidently give the solution and you try to convince the client to use SAP best practices as much as you can until there is a valid reason or a country specific legal things or the company have some valid points. Until that you can follow this. I hope this video has given you a good insight how to use SAP Rapid SAP for me to learn SAP best practices and to see SAP notes. And if you log in with your company ID, you will see more options, test scripts, everything you can access it. Okay, I can just show you this Word document where I can show you this little similar, but some kind of changes will be available. Okay, so you can access the test scripts, everything like show here. Only task tutorials. This also may not be active for all the processes, but whatever processes are active, please learn and keep learning. I hope this video will be helpful to many of our YouTube viewers. Thanks for your time. Keep learning and keep sharing. Before you leave our channel, click on subscribe button and encourage me to make more videos. I hope we will touch 50,000 subscribers by month of October. Thank you. Hi, good morning everyone. I hope all of you are doing good. So we are hearing about keywords nowadays. A lot of if any website or LinkedIn if you open. So to learn more about those things, you can go to SAP website and read it and know. And I'm going to give you at a high level because those functionalities are frequently getting changed and SAP is releasing twice in a year new updates about the new developments and the articles keep on coming. Okay, so those things we can get it to know about what is public cloud, what is private cloud, and what is on-premise. So I just wanted to give you at so public cloud, and next one private cloud. This one we know since PCC on-premise. Okay. So these are the three words you might be hearing a lot. So public cloud, private cloud, on-premise. So these are the three things which most of the new companies or anyone is going. So how they are going for that. So according to high-level understanding, the public cloud is mainly suitable for mid-level and low-level companies or mid-level companies can go for public cloud. Even few mid-level companies also may not be suitable to go for public cloud because all the SAP is giving BTP, okay, BTP with S4 HANA functionalities anyway, and also AI, okay, artificial intelligence. Many things are coming in this area, but here you can't make it a lot of customization. So the customization, according to my current understanding, almost no customization. Whatever SAP is giving and pre-configured and few things you can configure like that only it is available, but you cannot make it more changes from the solution because the public cloud is kind of ready to use. For example, you went to a shop and buy a chair, okay, it's kind of you buy a plastic chair or some kind of thing, you cannot do anything, take it and use it. So it's like, but it is having multiple industries, they analyze and the solutions are prepared in that way. So most of the companies will be getting standard solutions can be suitable for them without spending additional for developments and all. That's a good thing. And the SAP will take care about your licensing part and you don't have to maintain the server. It will have a security also will be good. Okay, but you don't have a lot of flexibility to make changes and certain functionalities which are not available. You want to add it means you have to go for customization. So here we will not go for customization, and it is for the low level and mid level. Maybe rarely few big companies also for specific business area they may go for public cloud. Next, private cloud. This is looking like whoever working for big projects and clients and all currently on-premise in ECC. So they may go for private cloud, because private cloud will give you the latest functionalities related to the cloud things, and you have a flexibility to go for a customization. Okay, you can make new programs, you can change to the standard, like you will copy and make it your business requirements. You have all the combinations are available. There are few functionalities in public cloud which are coming with AI and all. All functionalities may not be available in private cloud. That's my understanding according to what I read it and all. So private cloud is suitable for any kind of a companies, low or mid level, or the large companies. Okay, anyone can go for private cloud, and high security will be there. All the SAP is taking care about your server, everything. You don't have to maintain a server, and they will give you the dedicated cloud related licenses and security. Everything will be good. Security wise, it's far better than public cloud. So any kind of companies can go for private cloud. We call like Rise with SAP. The word Rise with SAP is mostly using for private cloud, and the word Grow with SAP is mainly using for public cloud. Already I made that videos in our YouTube channel. You can search and check for what exactly those words and all. Coming to on-premise. On-premise is the one which we are currently, whoever working in ECC, everything is on-premise. There was no cloud. Everyone has to maintain the server room, and paying for the server charges and the licensing anyway, how many logins you are using. That licensing part anyway available. So on-premise is like how current ECC is going on. So according to my understanding, on-premise, maybe especially pharma companies, 90% of pharma companies will go for on-premise, I believe. Although private cloud is secure and SAP is giving a lot of assurance, but I believe pharma companies, which is the more critical compared to all, and maybe there's certain kind of a banking related companies also may go for on-premise, and food industries, specific food industries may prefer for on-premise. So yeah, on-premise is like currently you see how to keep a server, and you have to maintain the server maintenance and the server room space, other activities, daily server checks, all those things need to be done in on-premise. So if you're using this one, now I hope you got at a high level clarity what people are talking about: public cloud, private cloud, on-premise. In SAP we have two clouds, public cloud and private cloud. Recently I read one article, there may be kind of hybrid public to private, there may be one hybrid kind of things also. I read it. Maybe once I get more clarity, and I'll definitely plan about that. So I hope you got a clarity. So overall solutions, everything looks similar, but public cloud has certain functionalities are not available in private cloud, and private cloud and on-premise have customization facilities, and certain solutions are not given in public cloud, because public cloud is mainly designed for the low and mid-level companies, right? Certain solutions SAP may not spend time to keep it in public cloud, which is not suitable for the low certain things. Okay, that's what the article where I read it. That is what my understanding. So I hope you got about these three words which we are listening more nowadays, and definitely it's a continuous. We are going to live with these three things in the next few years. So whenever I feel any new updates or anything, definitely I will plan a video and to share all of you, to share with all of you. Keep learning, keep supporting me by subscribing our channel and by sharing our videos. And one person and maybe another support person, we may share few videos, but we have 800 plus videos. So every month 40,000 to 45,000 members are watching our videos. You just imagine that all of you are sharing one video per month, or few people 5 videos per month. You just imagine what kind of impact you are going to generate. Your one share. Keep sharing and keep helping each other. Thank you. Hi everyone, good morning. So in this video, I'm going to give you an introduction about what is greenfield, brownfield and bluefield.
So there are nice articles in SAP websites, and even there are few bloggers also have given good comparison and all. So you can go through for learning about all the fields and all. So what are the different things? But at high level, to talk in interview or to at least to understand what these people are talking about, green field, brown field, blue field, all these things. So let's talk like a kind of a podcast. I don't want to keep it presentation and keep it all the points and all. Just like generic way, how we are going to discuss. So let's talk about what is green field, brown field, and blue field. So green field is kind of a fresh implementation. This is applicable for all the clients who are coming to SAP for the first time. Currently, we are using Oracle or else any BAN or any other ERP system, or else we are not using any ERP and we want to implement for the first time. Either it can be a public cloud or private cloud or on-premise, any kind of a thing. They are going to start from scratch, understanding the business and transforming the entire current system to their new system, which is SAP. Okay, and also for the fresh customers, and second, ECC customers. Currently, they are using ECC 6 or ECC 4.7 or ECC 6 EHP7 or EHP4, whatever version they are. But they decided to go for S4 HANA implementation in greenfield approach. So what is this greenfield approach will do? In greenfield approach, they are going to make it direct implementation. Okay, so in direct implementation, what is going to happen? So directly they're going to implement in S4 HANA. It can be a public cloud or private cloud or on-premise, whatever they decided. So they're not going to consider any of the customized solutions available in current ECC system, and they will understand the new business requirements and the gaps which they found during the ECC, and what are the concerns from all the countries and all. Then they will go for an implementation. So that is the greenfield implementation. Either you are on ECC or you are not in anything SAP, then you are implementing S4 HANA, public cloud or private cloud on-premise directly as a scratch. From scratch, you are going to start it, then it will be called as greenfield. What is brownfield? Brownfield is kind of, this is applicable for the clients who are currently using ECC. They are using ECC 6, any version, EHP4, EHP8 and all. There may be the compatibility wise, I read few articles that if you are on ECC 4.7, you have to go to ECC 6 first migrate, then from there you can go for S4 HANA implementation. So these kind of a certain checks will be there. But at high level, what you are going to understand, what is brownfield? The brownfield is something like you are having your ECC and you are going to implement S4 HANA, but you want to adopt certain solutions which are pretty good in ECC, and the business are getting a lot of benefit with those programs, and you don't want to just dilute it. For example, if you go for a greenfield, whatever is available in ECC, it's completely scrap kind of thing, right? Because you're not going to do it. If you go for a brownfield, in brownfield, whatever customization program, for example, you have 100 programs are available. In that 100 programs, S4 HANA functionalities, Fury apps, all those things, 45 programs or 40 programs can be directly available in S4 HANA. Okay, the remaining 60 programs you are going to copy. Remaining 60 programs you are going to copy for the brownfield implementation. Okay, this is what I'm in brownfield. So in brownfield, you are going to use your ECC programs, you copy to S4 HANA, and you have to migrate certain data and certain many programs what you are going to decide. So ECC transactions will be available in S4 HANA also. With similar name also you can utilize it because the users are familiar, and users also, they don't have to get a kind of a new T code, some confusion and all. So in brownfield, ECC programs will be copied to S4 HANA, and also S4 HANA functionalities and Fury apps, everything will be used as usual. But you are going to copy ECC programs. Which programs need to copy? Out of 100, only 60.
So that based on the requirements, certain programs were created during implementation time or first 1 year or 2 years of time, but later no one is using those programs. So during those cases also business can decide, and the IT team can decide that what are the programs are not even used in last few years. So let's scrap it and we don't have to take those programs to S4HANA. And second category, in S4HANA, new theory apps are coming and the flexible workflow is coming. So existing customized workflow cannot be, and we don't have to copy, and let's use the SAP standard flexible workflow. These kind of decisions may reduce these 40 programs. That is brownfield. So it's pretty clear. I think whoever I discussed and whatever I see, and even I'm involved in currently, as in brownfield, and the new will be greenfield in our area, in our projects. I spoke to my few of the old students and few of the colleagues and all. I always hear either greenfield or brownfield. The next one is bluefield. The theoretically, it's kind of a little complex to understand, but at high level, to understand, not to discuss too much about bluefield. What I understand is bluefield is combination of green plus brown. So they are going to use certain things like they are going to implement as a greenfield, and certain programs and all they copy from SAP ECC to S4HANA. But here there is a kind of a transition. So first the greenfield things are happening and implemented. It may even go live or else technical go live happens. Still few programs are tested and new programs are being happening. And then the customized programs of ECC will be copied. But there will be a lot of sensitivity that existing greenfield things should not be affected because of the brownfield things. And in brownfield, few programs, everything, the material master characters or any logics which are given with old tables, the performances, everything need to consider. At a high level, I see that bluefield is kind of a brownfield with little more complexity or more functionalities of greenfield. So at high level, greenfield plus brownfield will be the bluefield. Even if you see any article also you can try to understand. But my suggestion, focus on greenfield and brownfield. What are the activities and what we are going to do, and the data migration things, what are migration cockpits are being used during brownfield. It's a greenfield, which is like how we do in ECC, new fresh implementation, like that you can do in S4HANA. This is about the 3 words. I hope I gave you at a high level idea to talk, to understand, and to explain to your client, or to explain in an interview or anywhere you can utilize that one. If you want to know more details, please go to SAP official websites and go through about the articles. So because these are all not something configure and this is the result, how you can configure and all. Please keep adding certain things in brownfield. You can use this tool for migrating data. SAP is providing certain new things in new versions. And if you're using greenfield, you can use these techniques for migration things, or you can use these techniques for your configuration. Model company codes are being given. So these all keep adding and keep exploring. It's a big topic. You can do your self-learning. Okay. So I hope you got certain idea and clarity about what these 3 terms we are seeing in multiple articles or in LinkedIn posts and all. If you feel the video is good, you can share with your friends and connections. I hope they will be benefited. Thanks for your time. Keep watching and keep sharing our videos. Hi everyone. Good morning. I hope all of you are doing good. And so I used to get comments in multiple places, like even on Udemy and especially on YouTube many times. Can you make a video about Activate methodology and what are the differences and all? It literally, it took me a lot of time to speak to certain kind of experts who did 6-7 implementations in Activate methodology as a project manager. And even I worked on one project with Activate methodology, and one other project it's kind of a mixing. So when we are handling these kind of things, that as a consultant, when you are traveling in the project, when you are working in the project, that documentation, whatever you do as an SAP consultant, especially in the private cloud on-premise and ECC,
these kind of areas. The differences are very less, but I want to convey. So definitely this topic will get one more part two, I can say, maybe after 1 year, 1.5 years. If I find some more important points, okay, if I find any few more important points related to that area, definitely I will come up with another part by adding few more inputs with Activate methodology, what all you can do it. And on Udemy, I will add in the same course as the next video. I will add it, and YouTube I will upload directly. Okay, let us go through the topic like what exactly this SAP methodology and Activate methodology. What are the key differences? Let us focus on this topic today. So SAP methodology, we explained, we have a detailed course on Udemy and YouTube also. The detailed video is available to understand what are the steps available in SAP methodology, and it's a waterfall methodology, right? So how does company do that? What are the different steps are there? All those things we learn. I'm going to show you again also what are the steps, like project preparation, business blueprint, realization, final preparation, and then run and support. Okay, post go live run, whatever the word we call. Okay, so in Activate methodology also we have different steps. Okay, like how we are making, for example, prepare, explore, realize, deploy, and run. So I was trying to give few comparisons, but let's not get into that area. The people who are working completely on Activate methodology as a new consultant. So for those people, like what are the steps they do in each phase? Okay, in the prepare phase, explore phase, and all, they learn it. But the main problem will happen for the people who already worked for 5 years, 4 years, 3 years with SAP methodology, and they are thinking that there are huge changes happen in Activate methodology, but ideally not much. Okay, so let us go through today. What are the things? Each feature and what are the differences I'm going to tell you. Focus. So in SAP methodology, the primarily on-premise implementations, like I mentioned that in SAP methodology, on-premise. Like at that point of time in ECC, we had only on-premise, so it was mainly designed for on-premise related one, because server setup and licensing, taking everything, those kind of things used to be available. When it comes to Activate methodology, it is designed for on-premise, cloud, and also hybrid implementations. So when it comes to this cloud, right, this licensing part will be completely different approach. Okay, so like we mentioned, like earlier, login based or FTE based. Okay, or else the module based payment. Several differences are there. So you, based on the module you pay for the licensing, or FTE based, how many users, or 500 users, how much. Okay, or else you're taking certain kind of a licensing, the module EWM, or else you're taking some in private cloud you're taking, but additionally you're taking some BTP related functionalities. So the licensing part was having certain differences here and there when it comes to SAP and Activate methodology. Because Activate methodology is having cloud related, private cloud, public cloud, SAP BTP related thing, licenses. Okay, on-premise is there, but down the line, mostly the on-premise things will be coming down. All the big companies go to private cloud, and mid or low level, mid also private cloud 50-50, and the very small companies may go for the public cloud. So the licensing system and the focus areas and all are getting changed. Approach. SAP methodology is a waterfall model, and this is like agile and iterative. So what exactly, what it is agile? Okay, so for example, waterfall method means if the one project is total 1.5 years, the realization phase may be 5 months. So 5 months or 6 months. Individually, we used to have certain kind of segregation, like configuration and unit testing, this much phase. So unofficially, we used to split into that entire realization into few parts. Similar way, but when it comes to agile, they put it as a proper naming, sprint. For example, entire realization, realize phase is there, right? That will be split into some 5 or 6 sprints. And also the project management try to ensure that each sprint will not cross 1 month, so that the deliverable can be seen.
And each sprint will have the activities and the deliverables. What are the deliverables they are going to get in that sprint? So for example, entire realized phase, they might split into 6 sprints or 5 sprints, 4 sprint. The name, the sprint word is in Agile, it has come. But somewhat in waterfall model also, we were using that some micro level, we call it a work breakdown structure. So in the realization phase, okay, first 3 weeks, we have to complete entire system setup and do the UT. Okay, and next 4th week to 8th week, we have to do the system integration testing and roles creation. So like that, we used to do it. That was the name was called like a sprint. Okay, you have to divide into sprints like that. Okay, and the sprint concept also in public cloud might be possible for certain areas. I work for when I was working for one project, we have simultaneously Salesforce, we are SAP and Salesforce. For SAP, entire things are moved almost similar like a waterfall. Like we move, although we had sprints, but the entire configuration setup, everything was moved during the go live, like final preparation time, like that. But that Salesforce used to move the batches wise, they used to move to production. Okay, and in public cloud, it could be possible because there are many things, no configuration changes related ones, or no program, no customization things, right? So in public cloud, I believe we see more this agile and sprint related things. But when it comes to private cloud and on-premise, see, if I move my complete configuration or some basic configuration to SAP, what we can do? We need a SD, we need finance, okay, and all those things we have to move together. All those things we could put it into certain sprints, okay. So at high level, the entire operations, how we are splitting into the phases, okay, or else when you have 100 developments, even in waterfall also we used to do that. 100 developments means okay, P1 60, everything should go before go live, and some 25 go live to hypercare means within 2 months of the go live, after 2 months of the go live, and remaining 25 or 10 whatever pending, that can be given within 6 months. So like that also we used to split. That was is more systematic way it was happened in the agile methodology. So the differences, if you work for 5, I work for some 7-8 implementations in SAP, right? So the differences I'm not seeing too much as a SAP consultant, but in Salesforce and all, they could see more. And even for SAP public cloud, I believe we'll see that one. Certain object they can move to the public cloud. At least they can create the purchase orders or those things. If they want little more functionalities, can be moved in sprint too. Might be they can plan because the project duration also very less, right? So they don't have too much coding, too many developments, customization. Okay, that could be one thing. What is the scope? So SAP methodology is comprehensive, covering the entire project life cycle. Okay, so general SAP methodology means we plan the entire, like from project blueprint to till go live. So when it comes to activate methodology, it's more flexible, adapting to project needs. So the project needs certain deliverables within 3 months, and certain things can be 6 months if they have certain things. The public cloud or less customization related, no ABAP programs and all, certain things can be moved. Okay, but still when it comes to SAP, the visibility wise, the partial movement to production, running the business for certain areas, we need to really find certain areas only we can do like that, because we have interlinked. SAP is not a single product, right? It has interlinked to SD, material management, production. Everyone needs all the modules. Without material, I cannot create a production order. Okay, and without sales organization, I cannot do an S2O process. It's all interlinked. So we have to move in a somewhat like a waterfall method, but the sprints will be helpful for the project management to segregate the work and see the deliverables. So if you want to achieve 100, okay, so how you sprint into 25, 25. So for this 25, next 3 weeks, next 1, 2 weeks, next 3 weeks, like that you can plan the sprint based on the each phase of that activities, and the timeline also can be decided. All 25 doesn't need equal time, right? Certain 25 need more testing and all. That is that may be 3 weeks, another one is 2 weeks, another one is 4 weeks. Like that you can plan. Pages wise, project preparation, business blueprint, realization, final preparation, go live and support. These are the phases in SAP methodology. And when it comes to activate methodology, we have a prepare, explore, okay, realize, deploy, and run. Okay. So these are the phases, and I was trying to give some comparison also that you can see. Content, detailed and extensive documentation, leaner, focusing on essential deliverables. This statement is good to read in document as a real time. I'm mentioning whatever documentation we maintained in SAP methodology, the blueprint, KDS, or test scripts, function specifications. I see mostly we are also making in Activate, but in future, if I find certain kind of any key difference that these documents are not valid anymore, I will definitely add a bytes to this video. But according to my current experience, and even I spoke to you like not only my experience, very little in Activate. So I spoke to few experts who have wide experience. They really, literally, they are not able to provide strong differences. I was asking the question like, what was available in SAP methodology which is not available in Activate? Can you give me 3 examples? We are making blueprint in both the cases, function specification, all those things are similar. So this content wise, not fully agreed as of now. Best practices. This is the major difference we can say. In SAP methodology, incorporated but less emphasized. So SAP methodology time, like in ECC, best practices as we see, but we are not that much focused by SAP to share in the multiple cases. But in Activate methodology, means in on-premise, private cloud, or public cloud, if you go to the SAP site, okay, even I provided earlier on YouTube and a few platforms like okay, how to find the best practices in SAP website. So those best practices also, you can see that I will keep that best practices link related video and link in the this PPT. Okay, I will upload the PPT in the Udemy course. You can go through that one. So those best practices will guide you that what are the SAP suggested steps. Only to refer. Okay, each client may have little 10 to 20%, 30% changes. So you cannot always use the same steps in everywhere. But most of the cases you will use the same. So I will keep the link so that you can go through that best practices. So in Activate methodology, actually it's not about the methodology. SAP itself introduced this best practices for each process and keeping in many things in public, few things in the private. But you need to log into the OSS Note ID to access those things. So that's a major difference. Now we have a lot of best practices and to identify what is the process step and all. Cloud readiness. In SAP methodology time, the cloud is limited. It's almost like you can say negligible. You can say even we had worked on SAP methodology with S4 HANA server, but still it's database normal, everything is ECC. But here when it comes to Activate methodology, it's designed for the cloud environments because public cloud, just take the license and pay how you are buying a subscription, right? Like that you will take it. And almost no code related solutions are there. So the public cloud set up the system and move to quality for the UAT, then move to production. So those kind of things are available. Again, the sprint or agile, okay, these things are all part of that. User experience, less emphasis on user experience. Yeah, now we are, few people might complain that SAP GIS screen is not that good and all, but the people who have been working for last 25, 30 years and all, many people are like they're comfortable with SAP GIS screen. And few might complain because of the regularly when you open an email, when you open a website to check it, everything you are opening in a web, right? Web or the cloud related look. So if you are doing similar kind of look in your office work premises also, people might be more familiar. Okay, so that is the one. The user experience was centric and promotion adoption. So the promoting adoption is there, but the adoption wise, how many people like the Theory app, cloud and all, and few people still like the GUI. But of course, the more percentage wise, you can say people who wanted to use in these the links, cloud related things could be more appreciable because of the UI experience and which we are familiar and completely we are doing that kind of opening websites and in our regular work also, whether it's a banking, personal, professional things. Flexibility, less adaptable to changes, agile and accommodating changes. So this part also we don't have a proper example that what kind of changes it will adopt. But one thing I was mentioning again and again, if we have this kind of agile approach, with sprint things. Okay, so you can segregate the work into pieces and how you can deliver it. So summary wise, SAP is a traditional structured methodology suitable for on-premise projects that requires extensive planning and documentation. Activate a modern, flexible methodology, embracing cloud and hybrid deployments, focusing on agility, best practices, and user experience. So agility is more into that sprint, how we are segregating the work and do it. Best practices, separately the best practices for the processes and all. The consultant has to go through and try to fit into the best practices as much as they can so that the customization will be reduced. User experience of Fiori apps, as of now we are always logging into GUI, but in Activate methodology, like in the cloud, you can log into the tiles, Fiori tiles, and already released this SAP mobile start. You can access things into the app also. Additional considerations wise, Activate is a successor to SAP. That's what, like, from SAP. That's why I'm telling, like, when Activate comes, all good things in SAP and most of the process steps look similar. It may be 70%, 80%, 60%, what are the percentage, but it is a successor to SAP. And designed to accommodate and evolving landscape of SAP implementations. Both methodologies can be customized to suit specific project requirements. Choosing the right methodology depends on factors like project scope, complexity, environment, or whether it is public environment or on-premise, like public, private, cloud or on-premise, and organization preferences. Based on these things, we have to consider it. So I was trying to make few comparison. You don't say like it is exactly, because it's very difficult to put it also. So in SAP methodology and Activate and SAP methodology, in Activate we have a discover and prepare. Okay, the previous slide discover is not given because it's very initial stage certain activities. So if you say those pages, it looks like our project preparation, but few prepare activities are available which we did do in business blueprint phase. Then explore. So explore is like looking like a business blueprint. We finalizing all the processes, finalizing all what kind of systems you are going to use it, and those things will be finalized. So some of the little bit activities in prepare and explore are related to business blueprint. Next one is realize and the realization in SAP. Here realize. This is almost similar, I believe. So it's you can do that config, testing, moving changes to the system, and then do the integration testing, system integration testing, regression testing, all those things happen. The deploy, see, it's almost look like a final preparation. Like in realize, realization and some part of final preparation also is being done in realize. Okay, so deploy means we move all changes to the production system. We also do the same thing in the go live time. We move it. The cutover, all those activities will happen in deploy. So realize, realization plus little part of final preparation, and deploy little part of final preparation, and then go live, the cutover and all those things. And the run will be that ongoing support. So this comparison will give you an idea. Like I mentioned, that it's not 100% equal, and I don't get into that kind of a wrong understanding that okay, this phase and this phase are exactly equal. No. So the blueprint, whatever activities happen, like kickoff, as is, to be discussions, BPT preparation, sign off, gap list identification to list out how many developments are required, KDS, and configuration, whether it's a plant, company board, for us like purchasing organization, document type, all those information will be available. Realization, a realize phase will be done, that configuration, unit testing, then start development, writing FS and give to ABAP, and they will make the changes or new creation of programs and system integration testing. Okay, and cutover related programs also we have to start making a realization, because most of the cases 80%, 70% of data will come during UAT time. So we need that customization things also. So this creation of upload programs we can do in well in advance during UAT time also. So testing of upload programs, upload of master data. That's why these activities and few activities will happen. Realization of final preparation closely connected. So certain activities will come and overlapping might happen.
So all the master data cut over in update in production, then the day-to-day entries start entering. So when they go live, the business will do the first transaction officially, the live date. Okay. So last 1 week, they might be done the overlapping activities, but this is the official one, which will happen on the go live date. Okay. The any cooling period, 1 week or 1 day or a few hours, that also will be considered to do the activity. So this is about the differences between SAP and Activate. As a consultant, if you have a strong command on SAP methodology, you don't have to think too much about Activate because you can adopt the changes quickly. Okay, if you don't know SAP methodology steps and all, let's leave SAP aside and directly learn Activate. It is the terminologies will not make you confused. Whatever terminologies available in Activate, the same thing you are going to learn and you are going to apply in your projects. Thanks for your time. I hope I tried my best to provide you certain kind of differences between SAP and Activate and to compare and how the activities are going to happen. If I get any similar kind of a concept, or at least for the same concept, if I learn some new points or I understand it must be helpful to all the members, definitely I will make it maybe 5 minutes, 3 minutes or 10 minutes video. I will make it and upload in the same course. Thank you. Then we can end up the session. Hi friends. Good morning everyone. I hope all of you are doing good. Thanks for your continuous support on different platforms and keep supporting me with your valuable ratings. If you want to tell any kind of a feedback, whether any improvement or anything, please don't hesitate because your feedback will be helpful for me. If you are giving a positive appreciation, that will give me an encouragement. And if you are giving any improvements, I don't take it as a negative. So don't consider like a negative. If you are giving any improvement, I will adopt those and definitely I will apply in the further videos. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about a design of 3PL sales process. In 3PL, how does the sales process happen? And this can be applicable for both ECC and S4HANA everywhere. Okay, and more into that S4HANA also I considered. If you see that overall architecture here, the left hand side company means the company where the plant, location, everything is available. They are using SAP system. Let's assume that. And 3PL warehouse, the 3PL warehouse is using any third party warehouse system and they are using their own system. Okay. So now company is using SAP MM only, SAP MM SDFI. They're not using warehouse management, but they have given their warehouse to a 3PL, means a third party system. They are using their own warehouse to do their put away, storage, handling the bin, stock, everything they are using that one. Okay. So in this design, what kind of things happen? So previously you would have seen an inbound purchase order, status, goods received. I explained in our one of the videos. If you have gone through, it is good, or else you can check on YouTube or even on Udemy IDOC course we have available, the 3PL in the inbound process. Now we are seeing that sales process, how does it happen? The basic prerequisites, we need to understand that one. The material master need to be interfaced. Otherwise, you are creating everyday new materials and the 3PL system will not have that material information. Okay, so that based on the initial design, what are the material master interface if you are sending that IDOC or API log, how you are sending that you can send the data. Or else if you are without material, if you are sending that one, and 3PL also should have in their system the database. So master data like vendors, materials, customers, if you are having interface, you try to keep it interface so that you will not have daily hurdles. Okay. Or else if you are sending the manual information, there will be always issues. So master data is already synchronized. Let's assume that.
So the process-wise, the customer, your customer has sent you, the company's customer has sent a purchase order. Based on the purchase orders, the sales team has created a sales order where they input that customer reference details like purchase order number, material quantity, all the information. Sales order is created and the sales orders are converted to outbound delivery based on the plan. Okay. For example, the outbound deliveries are created immediately once the sales order is created, or else based on the business requirement, they convert all sales orders to outbound deliveries based on their plan, weekly plan or monthly plan or daily plan. Based on the plan, they convert the sales orders to outbound deliveries. Outbound deliveries will carry the material quantity, which customer and what is the date and estimated date of the delivery date when they are going to send. All the informations are stored in outbound delivery. So many companies they create outbound delivery once they plan for the sending. So based on the date, they can plan and execute it. So once outbound delivery is created, and outbound delivery will have that delivery date and the quantity, material, customer, that information will be sent to 3PL. So mostly we use IDOC nowadays, but I mentioned that APIs also because I'm observing the latest S4 HANA projects. Mostly APIs are being preferred than iDocs. Okay, even you can use RFC. So that's why I didn't use the technical terms and which is compatible and based on your third-party system, based on the compatibility and based on your system, whether you are using ECC or S4HANA and what kind of capabilities you have. And mostly you can encourage to use APIs and RFCs. Okay, so iDocs also wherever it is required, you can utilize it. That's why I mentioned without going for the technical terms, one of the interfaces you can use to send the outbound delivery information to the 3PL system. Now the 3PL warehouse have got that information, the DO information, it has the material quantity and the delivery date, estimated delivery, whatever the plans they're having the information, they received it. Based on the information, they generate the pick slip in their system. Okay, I didn't mention about the pick slip and all because third party system, what kind of compatible, like what kind of functionalities they have. Based on that, they print the pick slip and the pick slip will be given to the picker and picker will be the picking. This is all no information to our SAP system. Okay. So picking is completed, and once the picking is completed and when they want to ship, the loading is initiated. So you can say like this process is the goods issue process in their system. Okay. So once the goods issue is initiated via API or RFC or IDOC, the DO, what is the delivery number, how much material, what is the quantity, all the information will be sent to SAP. So based on that information, auto PGI will be posted. Here we can have some like few challenges that delivery was created for 100 quantity and they have to do the PGI for 100 only. If based on the physical stock, if they want to send 90, then they need to send the delivery information. They have to send that quantity and all. The technical challenges we need to handle. Either we are accepting any partial quantity or not. If we don't accept, third party 3PL warehouse cannot issue less than delivery quantity. If that is the business requirement, they cannot send difference quantity. If there is agreement that you can send the difference quantity, but send that information so that we will change the delivery quantity first, 100 to 90, then do PGI. So in this, if you are any customization or anything, those things we need to handle here. So change the delivery and then PGI. If they don't accept, the client requirement is we don't allow any partial quantities. If there is a shortage, physical loss or anything, the warehouse have to inform me well in advance so that we will plan accordingly. Or else the quantity, how much is available, and both the systems inventory also, there will be interface to verify how much inventory at the 3PL, how much inventory at the SAP system. Okay, so those kind of challenges you need to handle. So during design, this is a total architecture of the process. But when you really work on the processes, definitely you will feel challenges. Just now I mentioned like that. They have a 98 quantity. Can they do issue for 98 or not? That's a business call. If business says that one is based on their actual quantity, we are okay. Then when you're sending for goods issue, and in that API, you need to write the logic that first to change the quantity to 98, whatever quantity they are sending, their quantity is the final quantity. They cannot send more than that. There will be those validations also. For example, 100 quantity, they can send 98, change to 98, then do PGI, and then auto billing document. Case one.
They want to send 100 out of 100, no issues. They want to send 102, there should be validation that they cannot send more than delivery quantity. Okay, if they really want to send that, SAP team has to amend that outbound delivery to 102. Okay, or they create a new delivery for the remaining quantity. So those kind of discussions you need to do as a function consultant. Technical team can only work whether you allow, don't allow. Allow, you can go and do one step of change delivery and then PCI. If you don't allow, then they will put a validation not to send the data via interface. Okay, here there will be interface will be there. So these are the area like how you need to understand what kind of challenges can happen in the real time. So billing document is created, and once the billing document is created, if they want to send that billing information via API or IDOC, you can send that information to customer. But the invoice copy needs to be sent via email, mostly via email to the third party system, because the invoice copy and the packing slip, okay, if you want to print a packing slip also, so those documents need to be sent to the third party system so that they can do it. Based on your agreement, that one, the packing slip, they only can print from their system, then no need to send from SAP. So during design, you need to see that compatibility and functionalities in 3PL system. They have a system where they can print that goods issue packing slip. Then SAP doesn't have to print or else send the email to 3PL system. They only can send on their own. So the packing slip can be printed at the 3PL system, and invoice copy can be printed from SAP. So who has to print and all those information during initial design, we need to discuss and finalize it. So the physical goods will be sent to the customer, and IDOC, the EDI information, we are going to send to EDI or API, how we are going to send, it will be sent to customer, and physical copies will be given. Okay. So let me just show something. So here invoice copy is there, and so they can print the packing slip. So packing slip can be printed from, you can assume that packing slip can be printed from 3PL system. Okay. So invoice, auto PCI, and billing document details are sending. Here DO material quantity will be sent. I can write like a PGI. PGI in third party system will send the DO material quantity. So loading will happen and the data will be sent to the system. And yeah, that's about this sales process. How does it happen in 3PL? So you need to understand what documents we are going to send and what kind of information we have to carry out between both the systems. Who is the source system and who is the destination system? Do they really need any kind of status? For example, we send outbound delivery to 3PL, and 3PL, the data is shared to successfully to 3PL, they can send one kind of a status. Okay, you can use APARAC in the IDOC related, or else we can use that API call just to inform that one, the DO is success like that. So where do you want to track it? So those also we need to consider. Okay. So auto PGI is completed, and after PGI is completed, billing document, invoice document is successfully shared to them via email. That's the information. It's a confirmation to the system. Okay. So the invoice copy, why am I mentioning that invoice copy will be sent to here? Because generally when you're sending the stock to customer via truck or container, we need to keep these physical documents to give to the driver, like packing slip, invoice copy, so that he will carry those documents along with the goods to the customer location. So if there is any toll gates or any verification, he will have information what he is sending and what are the information he is carrying along with the goods, whether it is really a sales process and who is the customer, who is the vendor, and both are legally registered for the respective norms, and are they paying the tax, what tax they are going to pay. All the information is available in the invoice copy, so the driver needs to carry those things. Okay, if it is import like export related one, then they need additional documentation related to the customs and additional country specific any documents. There will be different documents can be available. And during the design, we need to check with the business. Those documents can be printed from any third party, or do we need to print from SAP or via PGI. During PGI, we need to print, or during billing document PF03. From there, you need additional 1 or 2 pages based on the export customer. Then we need to send these details. So these kind of all information we need to understand. When can you discuss these many details? If you understand the whole process, what is sales process, what is purchasing process, during purchasing, what kind of tax, input tax we pay, what kind of other duties we are going to pay. So who will pay the custom duty? Okay, we will pay, and vendor can we will charge the vendor, or how will be the payment process? Is it a monthly, or if it is a purchasing? In case of sales, what kind of duties we are going to pay? So output tax. Okay, is there any? We have a refundable, non-refundable. So first of all, we need to understand the business process, so that definitely we can do better. I hope in this video you have understood about how does sales process happen in the 3PL. Earlier we have seen 3PL purchasing, goods receipt process and all. Now we have seen sales process. If you have any inputs and you worked on different kind of a business scenario for the same sales process, you can always provide your comments under the video. Keep learning, keep supporting each other, rate our courses, and follow our videos on different platforms. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Hi friends, good morning everyone. I hope all of you are doing good. And in this video, I'm going to tell you about KONV. Generally, we use in ECC to get the condition information. This KONV table is replaced in S4 HANA. So if you go in S16N and you have given KONV table, here itself SAP has given you the message. It's obsolete, replaced by PRCD underscore elements. So it is clearly giving that it is, you don't have to use any more thing. So it is replaced with PRCD elements. So pricing elements, you use it. Any document condition which you get from purchase order or anything, you can just give the document condition and the input here. So let's check any one purchase order, how we can get the data. So we have the purchase order, fashion ME23L. And purchase order, copy the purchase order, go to EKKO table, give the PO number, and get the document conditions KNUMB. KNUMB. This is the document condition number. This is same like ECC. There is no difference in this getting this value. After you get this one, and go to price elements, and you can pass the item, because the data is at the header level, right? You can pass the item 20, and then you will get the data. So whatever the conditions values are there. So here we have mainly the value. Okay, this is the value 1000 INR. The PVXS is 1000 INR. How it is available, you can get it. So if you want to get the values from in S4 HANA when you're working for any kind of report or any other customization, so you need to use the get the document condition from EKKO like ECC, but later you don't use KONV, you have to use this PRCD underscore elements table, so that you will get the condition value. Okay. This is the condition value field which you can utilize it. So where is the condition value field name? Yeah, you can use KWRT. So
One more S4 HANA and ECC difference. A1B table is not available. A new table PRCD underscore elements will be used to get it. I hope you got one important point in S4 HANA. If you like the video, we always encourage with sharing with your circle. Keep learning and keep supporting. Thank you. So now we will mainly discuss about a person who has ECC, MM, and S4 HANA, how to plan the preparation and crack interviews or made it. How is exactly the plan? So we know that ECC, MM to S4 HANA. Okay, so we can the differences. Slowly it is increasing. Okay, at some point of time it was 90%. Now it is maybe around 70%, 75%. Okay, so how to mitigate that differences and how we can plan it. So a person, for example, in ECC SAP MM, first of all they should know what is available. Why I always insist people that you know ECC also, because along with S4 HANA new implementation, there will be more ECC to S4 HANA migration. Okay, so we need to know what is available in ECC SAP MM, and then what are the differences in S4 HANA. Okay, the only front end theory, or else in the back end any configurations are available. Currently, I made one course on ECC S4 HANA differences. That is around 13 points I made it, but it's a continuous thing. Whenever I come to know any new things, I keep adding to that course so that the course will be the number of differences will be increased. Okay, we will also come to know it's like a continuous journey from my work or from my analysis or learning. So someone first they have to focus on ECC SAP material management. Okay. So first of all, you need to know that one. What do you know in ECC material management? Okay. So what are the skills one should know, and they have to focus on that things. Okay. So first of all, they should know about the what is the organization structure. I will go to the course wise. So organization structure. What are the structure elements we have, and what to learn. So organized structure and master data. So master data here in ECC or S4 HANA, in these areas you don't see the significant differences in organization structure, like I mentioned in our earlier comparisons also. So all of our plant, company code, purchasing organization, purchasing group, all are at high level it is similar. When it comes to master data, everything is similar except the vendor has come up in business partner and all. So first of all, you need to know about what is ECC SAP material management and the purchasing. All kind of either pricing procedure or document types, PR, contract, PO, scheduling agreement. So all areas we need to have a great command in that. Then we have inventory management, then logistics, invoice, verification. Okay. So these are the at high level, any MM consultant, what they have to know. Okay. So here in purchasing, we can consider the special procurements, pricing procedure, all those things can consider there. And inventory management, even purchasing, the automatic account determination, all the concepts will be covered. At high level, we give it like 5 sub-modules under ECC SAP material management. The course wise I'm talking about. In similar way, when it comes to S4 HANA, the person who has high command, good command on ECC, so then they will focus on S4 HANA procurement. So in S4 HANA procurement, what they are going to do? ECC S4HANA differences. What are the key differences in case of data, configuration setup, okay? All those things, what are the key differences between ECC and S4HANA? You need to learn. And flexible workflow, okay? So when it comes to these differences, you will understand about the business partner and material ledger, okay? The key differences, you can come to know that one. And even we have this MRP live, okay? I'll just give you a few examples like business partner, MRP live, material ledger concept. Etc. If you see my course also, we can see that one. You don't have to write down. Flexible workflow, and even LTMC also not much utilizing, but at least I will highlight that LTMC data migration thing, what we use in LSMW, we do in the biggest thing is Fury apps. Fury apps usage and high level development knowledge. So not development, high level. SAP already have given a kind of standard apps, okay, the things. So we need to know how they use SAP standard apps and how they are working. So that level of knowledge we need to have it. Okay. So what do you know in ECC? You have to learn. And when it comes to S4HANA procurement, you don't have to learn again what is org structure, what is master data, what is purchasing, and all those stuff. ECC S4HANA differences. For example, currently I made a course with 13 points, and I keep adding those points whenever I come to know. Okay. So additionally, this flexible workflow or LTMC data migration and Fury apps uses. Okay, you can practice Fury apps. Even I have made a video on Fury apps, how to practice Fury apps for free on SAP website. Okay, so you can practice in SAP website to get an idea. Then you take your own IDES server, so practice server, and you can build your org structure. Then practice like how to create purchase order with Fury. Okay, how does it work? How we are integrating. Okay, so the Fury is more about the UI5, the user level screen, right? So that level of things. If any key things, I definitely highlight it. So this is about the course level. So do you have any questions about at the course level, what exactly you need to prepare and all?
No, Ganesh. It's clear.
Okay. So these points keep changing. Whatever immediately come to my mind, I just mentioned that. There may be 2-3 points and all. Definitely you can focus on that. So, okay. So this preparation is for the people who have experience in ECC and who is learning ECC and who has some idea about ECC. They can plan like that. You don't have to go to S4HANA to from scratch, you learn everything. You may not need it because many of things are similar here and there. Okay. The differences and all will speak about what differences is available in S4HANA procurement and what we are going to take it. When it comes to S4HANA, we are getting now public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, and on-premise. Okay. So what additional things one has to learn? Okay. In S4HANA procurement itself, I will highlight few things. So now we have to learn this public cloud, private cloud, hybrid, on-premise. Okay. So during ECC, people mostly we know about on-premise. Okay. So, but now we have a public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid. Hybrid is combination of public and private kind of thing. This public cloud is leading with the word SAP BTP. Okay, if you are using any of the exploring about SAP, because SAP BTP is coming with artificial intelligence. Okay, so public cloud So SAP BTP is mainly using for a public cloud. The companies who wanted to come in public cloud, they can go for SAP BTP, which has artificial intelligence, the UFI screen, everything. They will take care about the screen designing with minimal ABAP. If when it comes to private cloud or hybrid or on-premise, you will see that more changes to the development and ABAP things and all. But in public cloud, mostly SAP is giving a set of standard things. Okay, they can utilize the companies who have a less budget to implement their ERP. So those people can keep it on. They can think about public cloud where standard functionalities will come with negligible developments. So it's more about S4 HANA. Everybody, what we need to learn. Okay. So S4 HANA procurement, these kind of different opportunities we have. On-premise, the server will be available in the company and which will be handled and all. And the public cloud and is completely managed by SAP. Okay. And SAP BTP is the one which we are learning more in the market because of artificial intelligence and all. Okay.
So what is private cloud then?
Private cloud is little kind of customization is allowed. Okay, you can do some kind of customization. You will have a secured, more than secured of public. Okay, public cloud means multiple companies can share that database or what kind of at high level our understanding. Private cloud is something like additional license and additional security and additional payment. Okay. So like that, and hybrid is combination of public, private, and combination of things it is available. On-premise is the one like our ECC, how the company keeps a server room, right? You would have seen there's a server room and all in that way.
So among these four, Ganesh, which one is like most of the companies are using? And you said the first one is for the low budget related.
Low and mid level and all. We need to see the latest Gartner reports, okay, to exactly talk about that. But nowadays, I'm hearing more about this one, public cloud. So nowadays, a lot.
Yeah, I'm asking this because like as a we are like learning. I'm a learning stage, so just want to.
You can focus more on public cloud. Public cloud SAP BTP, you can focus. That will give a good thing also for you. Okay. Public cloud we are hearing more, but I think still the domination may be on premise. But yeah, we need to see that the Gartner report to understand and better. Okay. Okay, so and common thing every where whether you are in SAP or S4 HANA, so the knowledge on developments. Okay, so we should know about the development part. Okay, so we call it like a RISEF-W. Okay, so you should know still there will be customized reports requirement and interfaces. Okay. So our SAP S4 HANA system is interfaced with third-party related systems and all. And the conversions mostly in S4 HANA, we are not using BDC. Okay. So BDC is one part of one kind of data migration in ECC, but in S4 HANA mostly we are using BAPI. Okay. Or else you use LTMC and all. So the conversions can happen. So conversions, enhancements. Maybe because of a lot of development in S4 HANA, the enhancement may be lesser than ECC, but still there are requirements of enhancement based on the client requirement. Because SAP can provide the solution at a high level to satisfy 60% of the customers or 40% of the customers, but still country to country the legal things will change or the way of what you call handling the same transaction can be different. At that point of time, there will be requirement of enhancements. Like they wanted to make a certain field as mandatory for few plans, but optional for few plans. So those kind of magical requirements we cannot fulfill in SAP standard in all the cases. Certain cases you will have a plant specific screen layout, for example, material master. But purchase order document type or screen layout, we don't have a plant specific. Definitely we have to go for enhancements to maintain certain plants in the list. And for these plants, we have to work like this. For these plants, we have to work in a different way. Okay. And forms are the common developments which we cannot escape, because every country, every company may have a different type of forms where the fonts are different, way of showing information is different. Few people want facts detail, few people don't want facts, few people want to have additional remarks. A few countries they want to have tax they want to show on the PO form. Few company they don't want to show the tax. So always forms will have a based on the company's layout we need to design. So that will be it. And the workflow, yeah, now flexible workflow is one thing which we are hearing more in S4HANA. So the flexible workflow will be used in the most of the cases. So this knowledge is still essential when you are preparing for your interviews after your 2 years of gap. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So the developments and as for HANA procurement wise, you can explore about all the new functionalities, Fury apps, and other things, and ECC as for HANA differences, the developments wise, and yeah, of course, reminding all soft skills, okay, the email writing or latest things, how to try what is the market in US, like when you're staying in US. So what kind of skills are having more demand? Okay, learning about the basics of project management. Okay, so additional skills I will mention like additional skills. Okay. So other areas where you can focus, activate methodology. Earlier we used to have SAP, right?
Yes.
So I have given a little overview, but full-fledged video not yet released. I may make in a couple of months. Okay. So SAP Activate methodology, which you can focus, and basics of machine learning, and artificial intelligence. Okay. At least should know it. Anything is better for your client when you're working in implementation. If you have knowledge on these kind of skills, at least basic idea. We don't have to know technically development and all. Okay.
Yes.
If you know it, okay, some requirement is coming from your client at that point of time. Yes, I have read an article or I have watched a video. So where they are sending the data or they are sending all the missions, what you call when they are going to be done, the prevent maintenance, they have to do it. The reminders are automatically coming to that engineers. Okay, so that can be done with machine learning. So I think that we can explore it. So then we can call any machine learning vendor, ask for a demo. We have 80 machines. We are getting sudden breakdown or sudden issues. We wanted to have a reminder to have a well maintenance in advance to avoid this kind of sudden stop during the production activities. Okay. Then they can give a demo that on how machine learning can capture the initial maintenance details and how it can what you call guess the next maintenance should be done on this day to avoid these kind of issues. Okay, just it's a high level knowledge only. So now we are in a IT way. You cannot say like one the solution should be done in only in a SAP. It's not like that, right? The clients can pay, and they have a beyond. They can go for any other solution if it is fulfilling the requirement, and if everything is good, then definitely they will make it like that. So just the high level, we need to know it. And yeah, communication skills, email writing. These are all like what basic things which everyone should know it. And of course, this presentation skills, whether it can be mostly we use PowerPoint only. Okay, presentation skills and basic Excel. Because when you are working on any kind of analysis, basic Excel skills are required to analyze your data. Okay, to analyze your data, to how to create a pivot, how to run your data after downloading from SAP, how you can do analysis. Okay, by using VLOOKUP and all. I have a courses on YouTube for free, like different Excel skills which are mainly required for SAP consultants. Okay, so those kind of areas definitely one should know it. SAP Activate methodology. Yeah, like, and also idea about leading ERP or other softwares in our area. For example, you have other software in procurement. For example, if you see like there is a COPA, okay, procurement giving competition to Ariba. So in case of customer requirement, Salesforce is giving a tough competition to SAP. Okay, sales, customer engaging and using the service activities in offline, like when you're going for the client place and doing service activities, and all Salesforce is giving a tough competition to SAP. So procurement, sales, warehouse, we need to know it. What are the different kind of solutions in the market? Just for an idea only. Okay. So these all will be helpful for you to give solutions, to think that end-to-end solution. SAP can accommodate 70 to 80%, but this 20% can be we can utilize any other Blue Yonder warehouse solution. So any kind of thing. So these are the areas which we should know it. And of course, I can mention like additional skills for the job searching. Okay, so that is also important. So better resume preparation as per the country, client, etc. Correct, right? Based on the business JD, client and job description. Based on JD, you can update your resume. You can highlight the key skills which are mentioned in the JD in your resume. Okay, and yeah, job searching methodology also. Job searching methodology, like how you can search a job in a better way, whether LinkedIn or any of your local websites. So these all areas also we can focus on those things. Connect to more recruiters and professionals on LinkedIn. Now LinkedIn is the leading one, so we can mention 10. Okay, that can help anything. So yeah, this is about anyone can plan how to prepare ECC for HANA procurement. So once they are very good in that area, they can little focus on warehouse management or EW based on the calls and all. So this is about the overall preparation. One can plan 3 months plan or 4 months or 2.5 months dedicated plan. Definitely, who will stop succeeding? Okay, if you do this kind of proper plan, take a demo server and practice the scenario, see the screen multiple times. So you don't have to by heart, and you don't have to get less confidence when you talk to the interviewer, and all you have earlier we have experience, and you have a little gap because of anyone can get gap for different reasons. Okay, so one can plan this kind of a proper way, so at least you will impress the interviewer. Okay, you might miss some kind of real-time things, but interviewer get an idea that this person has an experience, this person has the dedication to prepare, and the way of answering matured. So let's give an opportunity to these kind of people who can cope up within few months and all. So that kind of confidence we are going to give it. Okay. So yeah, so that's way like how you can prepare. So learning plan as for procurement. If something little bit here, any additional things can happen that you can find it when you're searching about the differences and all. Hi friends, I hope all of you are doing good. In this video, we are going to know about how to get an accounting document based on the material document in S4HANA. So we already have a video documents in ECC, how to get from PKPF, MKPF, all those tables. So in S4HANA, how we are going to get it? Let us check today. So in S4HANA, there is a new table called AC Docker. So this new table, you can see the name of the table is called Universal Journal Entry Line Items. This AC Docker table, you can get both accounting document and material document within single table without checking multiple tables. Let us check it here, the company code and document number, fiscal year. This document number is the accounting document, and there is a field for material document. You can use the search button, REF. Here is the reference document. For example, if you have any document which you remember, let's take it. This is the one material document for which you wanted to get an accounting document. You can give the material document. Document fiscal year you can give 2023, and if you have any other information like company code and all, you can give that. Otherwise, you can leave it blank. Execute it. You can see material document and accounting document has come. So copy the accounting document, go to the new screen, give FP03. FP03 transaction is still valid in S4HANA. Give the document number, company code 2023, and you can see the accounting entries. Okay. So what are the expenses account debit and GRAR credit? So the layouts, everything looks like our ECC only. So this tab on, and you can see the GL view, and you see that. Go to change layout. It's actually same way like ECC in the transaction field. So this is the expenses one, right? Consumption PO. So the KBS inside it will come from the BBVBR, and WRX is the GRI clearing account. Everything is same, only accounting document and material document both you can get from the single table AC Docker. So the material document also you can see here. Whatever we have given here. $100 to 70 fashion MI0 display 100 to 70 quantity, purchase order, material document, all those things you can see. So service PO, and go to item 20. You can see here purchase order history. Here you can see the material document and the respective goods receipt, invoice receipt, service center sheet, all the information. So in S4HANA also, the service procurement, the steps are everything is same. So mainly in this video, we have learned that how to get material document and accounting document linkage in AC Docker table without using two tables like how we do in ECC. I hope this video has helped you to understand one main difference between S4 HANA and ECC. This AC doc card table can help you to get material document and accounting document within single table, so that it will be helpful for you when you want to fetch any information for a table, any report or form. You can easily fetch the data. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Example, the total quota is 100 and allocated is 30, so it will be like 30 by 100. So in that way, how the rating will be given. So you can see that when you see the system, how system is getting calculated, how the fields are getting changed also, you can see it. And there are few additional fields are there. We can see, and by using this F1 function key, we can read it, what are the utilization, how it is getting maintained and all. So where quota allocated quantity is total quantity from all orders. So how much already ordered, the total quantity is procured from a particular source. Okay, quota allocated quantity. So the quota base quantity is the quantity from new source of supply. So quota is total requirement of material that is given to a particular source. So here I can say mainly like what is the quota base quantity is quantity from new source of supply, but allocated quantity, if we have already have certain orders, so that order quantity also will be shown in the screen. I think more into the theoretical, you can anyway read it. I will show in the system how what fields will be maintained and how you can manage your quota arrangement functionality for the business requirements. So what are the main configuration? We don't see too much configuration for the quota arrangement. So the defined number ranges and mostly the client level number ranges what are available. So you can utilize the same number ranges. Okay. So like info record, we don't make much things about the number ranges and all. This is one important one. What are the lot size procedure you are going to use it? For that lot size procedure, you must activate the splitting quota. So the splitting quota must be activated, that we will see in the system. Then what are the prerequisites master data? In the material master, if you are procuring external with more than one vendor, so you have to maintain the external procurement F. And if the material is procuring for both internal and external and all, then you can use that X. So mainly for quota arrangement, in my experience, wherever I see that one, mostly you use for external procurement, where you are procuring from multiple vendors and you want to allocate the percentages so that system will allocate the source of supply whenever the new purchase requisitions are getting created. So procurement type needs to be maintained and lot size is mandatory. So just now we have seen the configuration, right, where you are activating that splitting quota. So lot size must be given in the material master. This maintain production version, this is mainly for in-house production if you want to use it. So now we are mainly testing for the external procurement. So I can just show you, it is available in MRP 4 view. So how does it look like, that you can see. Then info record needs to be maintained, because info record will give the price and all the information. So the info record needs to be maintained to have that proper quota, because your quota arrangement is a top priority, right? So when you're maintaining that, info record needs to be maintained like a source list fixed indicator. In that way, you can understand that the importance of maintaining the info record with the required price and all the combinations. Okay. So the configuration wise, just number ranges and lot sizing procedure, you have to activate the splitting quota. And in material master, procurement type and lot size need to be given, and info record needs to be maintained. So now we can maintain the quota arrangement. The transaction code is MEQ1, and I'm going to show you in the system directly how to maintain the quota arrangement. So you can directly come here, logistics, material management, purchasing, master data, quota arrangement, MEQ1. Okay. So the changes you can track here, maintain and display, similar like a source list. And if you want to see all the quota arrangements available for a material, you can check the MEQM. I'm using that SAP GUI to show you the details. And if you're using the S4 HANA Public Cloud or even SAP Fiori apps, okay, there are quotation maintenance, like quota arrangement maintenance related Fiori apps are there. So in the future, I will try to make by using the Fiori apps also. The tiles will be available here, transaction code, but screen wise, you will see a lot of similarities. Let's go to MEQ1 and where you need to maintain the quota. Okay, so this is the material and this is my plant. So you can maintain the quota details. Okay, so enter. So here there are certain allocated quantities are available. So let me clear that details first. The allocated quantity, because there are the open orders are there, so that system has given the allocated quantities. So let me make it blank. It will give you better idea. So go to MD04. So now we can check this MD04 for this material. So with MD04, there are already two orders are created. So let me delete those two PRs. How can I delete? We can go to the requisition, select it, and click on delete. So purchase requisition was created, so it was showing like allocated quantities. So now I remove this one, and let's go to material master. This, so maintain quotation. We can come. Okay, all are fine. Okay, so based on our setup, let's check it that one by one. And SPRO, reference IMG, material, management, purchasing, code arrangement, define member ranges. So we can use that number ranges which are available at the client level. We don't have to make any changes there. So number ranges are maintained. Then you go to consumption based planning, and here go to planning. Okay, go to planning, then lot size calculation, define lot size procedure, then go to. Okay, I already opened in virtual mode. So let me close that. Okay, go to MRP lot size. So for example, I'm using this lot for lot order quantity. So go to EX and select it. So here there is a checkbox called splitting quota. This splitting quota needs to be activated for the lot size in a long-term horizon or short-term horizon. You activate for both of them, no need to think much. So the splitting quota is the configuration which I highlighted. So these are the only two configurations you need to do. So after that, go to material master. So this is the material I'm going to use for our testing, MRP1 and MRP4.
give the plant. Okay, so I gave reactor quantity 3000, which is the huge quantity, more than the available stock, so that requirements will be generated. And lot size procedure is mandatory. Like I mentioned that we have to maintain the lot size procedure EX. So lot size procedure need to be maintained, and procurement type is one. In MRP2 view, the procurement type you have to give external procurement, as we are procuring for multiple vendors and all. So you can maintain this F. And also in master data, I highlighted one more thing, the production versions. If the material related to in-house production, then we need to maintain the production version information. So now we are, see, production versions are not required with external procurement because we activated the external, so system is giving you the message. So anyway, we maintain the main information of planning. I'm using reactor points. I'm giving the huge quantity just to show that how much requirement, and the lot size procedure also are given. Then we maintain the info record. Info record is already maintained. So so maybe we can maybe 1M. So I already maintained the info record for both the vendors. I can show you any one. So I maintained all the information related to info record. So in S4HANA, we can see this Incoterms remove data. So that is one of the changes in S4HANA. So I maintain the respective price, everything in info record. So info record maintenance is a normal way how we maintain it. So if you are using S4HANA Fury app, you can maintain the maintain info record app, you can utilize to maintain it. So now everything is done, and these are all maintained. So now we are going for maintain quotation. So maintain quotation. Yeah, this is the one. Maintain quotation. So minimum quantity split, anything if you want to give, you can give it. Otherwise, we'll leave it. So just want to show you the definition of the minimum quantity split. So specifies for the splitting of the quota the minimum quantity that a lot must have in order to be appointed among several sources of supply in the planning horizon. If the lot is smaller or equal to minimum quantity, the system will proceed on the basis of the usual quota arrangement logic. Okay. So if the lot is smaller, okay, if it is requirement quantity is small, then system will automatically no issues for that. For example, if the lot is smaller or equal to the minimum quantity, the system will proceed. Anyway, we will see that how does it behave here when it comes to minimum quantity. Okay. So allocation by quantity using splitting quotas is only carried out via requirement planning run. So that's why I'm using that word MRP. Whenever you are using MRP, this quota arrangement functionalities will be more utilized. Okay. Quota, the minimum quantity that a lot must have in order to appointed among several sources of supply. So let's keep this minimum quantity 100. Okay. So we are going to see that impact in the next few minutes when you are doing testing. So now this is the one. You maintain the quotation. Okay, let me delete everything just to show you. Okay. So even I can delete it also. Give the material and plant and the value to 31 12 2025. Let me give to the next year. Minimum quantity split, let me maintain 200. Okay, this we will see the impact later because now our requirement quantity is more. And what is the procurement type? Use F4. External procurement. Okay. External procurement what kind of procurement you want to do, in-house production or stock transfer, okay, and external production, other plant consignment and all, just our normal, so we don't want to maintain anything special. And 601, so for example, I give quota 1, so it is taking 100, if I give 2, so 1 it has given directly as 100%, okay, but I am going to give 50, okay, so 50, and even same thing 1 and another one also I can give 1, so then it will automatically split. So next is same F, external procurement, and I'm going to maintain the another vendor, 30065, my vendor, yes, AS developers. I will give again 1. So when I give the quota equal quota, then system automatically split into 50 and 50. Okay, there are multiple things like maximum quantity and quota base quantity. I was giving in the calculation, right, how the quota base quantity you can input for calculating those details. Okay, so you can see things, yeah, quota rating equals to quota allocated quantity by quota base quantity. So the quota base quantity is the quantity from new source of supply. So when you are having, after procurement started, if you are adding any new source of supply, the base quantity will be updated. So those things you can, when you're testing, you can understand even better. So even other details like what is the number? So whether you want to use the PP calendar, period to which the release quantity relates to 3 entries. So those things you can utilize it. So for initial period which the release quantity relates, so the period wise you are going to maintain it. Okay, this is about the priority. So let's go with that plain example to understand about quota arrangement related things. This is at item level. We maintain quota and save it. So at this position, if you see that item details, this quota allocated quantity is blank because there are no orders for these 2 vendors, and the remaining nothing is getting updated. Okay. So you can also control the maximum lot size and minimum lot size. How does it work, right? So if your requirement is 32 and maximum lot size you have given 50, okay, so minimum lot size you have given as 50, then system will allocate only 50 quantity. Okay. So those things all you can test, like if you have good knowledge in MRP area, so MRP things like quantities, maximum quantity and all, then the similar behavior you can expect here. So let's go with a plain understanding of 50 and 50, and I'm saving the quotation, and we'll just keep it in the display screen just to show you the details what is going to happen after that. I'm going to MD04. In MD04, so I have 747 available quantity based on the purchase orders or scheduling agreement, whatever is available. But I'm going to generate MRP run now. So you can see MD02, I can run directly, or else I can use MD01N. Okay, so MD01 and MRP live we can utilize, otherwise we can use the MD02 still, which is available in S4HANA also. So I'm giving 1. This is my material, plant, 2 times enter. So you can see that system created the requirements. So now let's go to MD04. So when you go to MD04, system created the purchase requisition. 2 purchase requisitions are created. So one purchase requisition 110 with 601, and another purchase requisition 111 with 365. So now I'm going to see you the quota arrangement. So what changes happen? So Q3 over there, and you can see so majorly other fields are nothing is affected. Okay, maximum win quantity and minimum lot size and all, it's you need to maintain it. But quota based quantity does not come because there is no new supplier. Based on 50%, system allocated the allocated quantity. So two purchase requisitions are created. If you don't have a source of supply with quota arrangement, then system will allocate the more quantity. So now what we are going to see, let me go and increase the material master. That is the easiest way to generate the requirement. Or else if you don't want to touch the material master, we can take any of the, let me take MD04. So we have a quantity of 100. So this purchase order I'm going to delete. Let's delete the purchase order and okay. So 2900 is the overall quantity now, but prior to point is 3000, right? We have seen. Now we run the MRP run. We'll see how does system do. MD04. So what system has done? It increases the quantities. Okay, the quantities are increased because we have open PR. So the quantities are increased 50 quantities added here. Okay. So the additional 100 is added to 50 here. You can set up in your system and do practice. Happy learning. Thanks for watching. Today I will teach you how to take the list of open purchase orders. Generally, open purchase orders means we generally call like, for example, which are pending for goods receipt or which are pending for invoice receipt. For example, you ordered a quantity of 100 and let me explain you. For example, PO quantity is 100. If GR quantity is 0 to 99. If we have done GR, if we have not done any GR, then the quantity is 0, then also we call it as open PO. And also if we have done 99 quantity, then that one quantity we can tell as the PO is having an open quantity of 1. Until you have done the 100, the PO is not closed with respect to the goods receipt. The same way we have an invoice IR quantity. If we keep like 0 to 99 here, then it is like an open PO for IR, and you can call it as open PO for GR. This is about the open concept. So for example, if you want to know the list of open POs for GR or open POs for IR, and also if you want to know the list of POs for both GR and IR, both are open, how to take the list of POs in SAP. Today I will teach you about that. First we go to SAP. Okay, let me go to SAP. First the transaction slash an SC16, or if you don't know the thing, like go to SC11 and give the table EKPO, which is the PO item level. Collect the field names. We have two field names. Delivery completed indicator, see, delivery completed indicator ELIKZ, and final invoice indicator EREKZ. Now open the other screen. We can access either SC16 or SC16N. Go to SC16 and give the table EKPO. Here go to the field selections, see, go to settings and select the fields for selection. Here give the fields which you require. One is ELIKZ, so this is the field. Select delivery complete indicator and also final invoice indicator. Now click enter. Now you will get both the fields in the input screen. If you want to know the list of POs, see, we got the fields delivery complete indicator and also final invoice indicator. First of all, if you want to know the list of POs which are pending only for delivery, then select no. Otherwise, what you have to do, go to this selection views. Okay, here we have an option of you can exclude kind of maintain selection option. Otherwise, you can directly go to exclude single values. That also you can do. Go to exclude single values and give X. X means delivery complete indicator. You want to take the list of POs which are not having the delivery completed indicator. As I mentioned here, if the PO quantity is 100 and GR quantity is also 100, then see, PO quantity 100, GR quantity is also 100. Then delivery completed indicator will be set, means X, automatically. Or else, if you want to manually, if you want to close the PO, then also we can keep the delivery complete indicator. In the same way, PO quantity is 100 and see, PO quantity is 100 and IR quantity is 100. Then the delivery complete indicator, then the final invoice will be, then the final invoice indicator. This is automatic. Otherwise, if you want to close, you don't want to allow any future invoice receipt, then also we can keep the final invoice indicator. So that's why I'm just excluding the list of delivery complete which are not having the delivery complete. Then execute, which are not equals to X. And you can give the PO number, any plant you can give 1000. The dates, if you want to give any date, otherwise you can execute. You can see the number of entries here, many POs are there. Maybe you can give the date as 01/01 2015 to 01/06 2016. Just I'm giving second. Maybe I will give 06 01/06 2015. Now the number of entries 145. Okay, if you execute, now you will get the POs which are open in that period for that plant. Here you can see the how much quantity is pending for GR. That details we can get here. This is the list of
POs which are open for GR in the specific period of time. If you want to know both invoice and GR, both are pending. Okay, then go to, this is the final invoice indicator, and come here. Go to again exclude single values, means you don't want the which are having the final deletion, final invoice flag. See, not equal to X, not equal to X. Down, check, see 144 POs are there. If you select both of them, now these 144 POs are open for both goods receipt and also open for invoice also. If you want to know only open for delivery, you have to select only open for delivery. If you want to know only open for invoice, you have to remove this and you have to keep only, go to exclude single values and X. Then you will get only open for invoice. See, only open for invoice 293. If you remove this 200, then you will get all the 293 POs. Here what we have understand, we can get from this table open POs with respect to goods receipt, and open for GR or open for IR or open for both GR and IR. This is the method how we follow. We use the settings field for selection for giving the additional inputs and all. I hope this session is useful for you to get the list of open POs. And thanks for your time. Have a good day. Hi. Good morning, everyone. I hope all of you are doing good. In this video, I'm going to tell you about what are the different type of S4HANA projects are going on in the current market. So I hope it will give an idea that how much scope we have and what kind of projects you can work if you get the first job or if you're changing from one company to another company. Mostly, you will work on these 5 kind of projects, maybe a little bit. Sometimes you get only little enhancement or only kind of some data migration related things. That's a common everywhere happen. But I highlighted mainly 5 projects which can happen mostly whenever you work on new implementation or any kind of a thing when you're going to change the company or project change, company change, or you're starting your SAP career. Mostly you will be joining any of these 5 projects. Let us check it. What are those projects and okay. So here, if you see, the first one is greenfield implementation. So any company, for example, a new startup or a company, a branch of any other company, they have started a new business. Currently, they are not using any kind of ERP system, or they are using just the basics of managing with MS Office or any basic things they run in their business. And the first they are planning to implement S4HANA. So they are not using SAP ECC and they are using any kind of a basic ERP systems or any other ERP systems, and they want to go for a brand new S4HANA implementation project. Then that implementation will be called as greenfield implementation. So you can get these kind of a projects if you are going for implementation. It will be fresh implementation. There is no base of ECC or they don't know about SAP, and the mostly those kind of projects will be called under greenfield implementation. You can get that projects. Second one is brownfield implementation. The brownfield implementation, I think many of you are working and you are going to get many of opportunities, like most of the opportunities can be from brownfield implementation. Brownfield implementation means a company has implemented ECC in 2010 or 2005 or 2015 or whatever. In last 20 years or 30 years or 15 years back, they implemented ECC and they want to migrate to S4HANA. So here they can choose that based on their global template and based on the discussions, they can choose directly S4HANA 2022, or they would have discussed 1-2 years before, so they would have decided S4HANA 2021. Whatever the version, they're going to move from ECC to S4HANA. In these kind of implementations, what happened, the companies have been using ECC for 15 years or 20 years or 10 years of time. So they have certain customizations and the business is already running well with those kind of customizations which are done specific to that client. They don't want to disturb those kind of solutions. And few of the customizations S4HANA is replacing with the standard solution. So those customizations can be dropped, but there are core customizations are done for the client during ECC time. The business doesn't want to disturb those things. So you can see here ECC to S4HANA without much disturbing the existing solutions. So they're not going to disturb the existing solutions, and they want to use the S4HANA capabilities or the speed up because of the tables or Fury apps. They want to use it, but they don't want to disturb certain kind of reports or certain kind of enhancements, certain kind of interfaces they did with their other systems. So then that will be called as a brownfield implementation. So at high level, if you are going for a fresh S4HANA implementation where there is no ECC concept at all, it will be greenfield implementation. And if they are migrating from ECC to S4HANA, then it will be a brownfield implementation. Next, rollout projects. The rollout projects that we discussed multiple times in ECC time also. So a company has implemented S4HANA. For example, they have their own main branch in US. They started first implementation. Then later, they have branches in UK, India, and Germany. Every country they have a certain kind of the same business they are running in different countries. Then they will roll out the main template. They will roll out into each country. But we know, right, when we go for each country, there will be localization based on the local taxation or local shipping policies. They will need certain kind of additional requirements. So the standard template will be used as a rollout, but based on the localization requirements, different forms, different reports, different enhancements, they are using certain kind of third-party systems for their warehouse activities or for transportation activities. Those kind of interfaces, the localization needs to be taken care. So the main template will be rolled out, but the localization needs to be taken care. So you will get these kind of projects. So the rollout projects are at high level, it is same in ECC and S4HANA. In name wise, I mean. Upgrade projects. Upgrade projects are mainly like there are few companies have already implemented S4HANA during 1809 or like 2019, 17, 16. So during that time they implemented. Now they want to migrate to the latest version. Currently we have S4HANA 2022 is the current latest version in the market. They want to migrate from 1809 to 2022. At that point of time, those projects will be called as upgrade projects. The fifth type will be support projects. This is again like how we know about ECC. Company has implemented S4HANA and their application support team, the AMS team will be supporting those clients based on the provided solutions. And in these kind of support projects, as you know that if the business is having any new requirements or business is having certain kind of complexity in the existing solution or business is expecting certain changes in the solution, at that point of time, the support team will work on enhancements and changes in the existing design also. So these are support projects. These are the top 5 according to my knowledge and according to my analysis. These are the 5 kind of projects which you can work when you go for any S4HANA project in coming days. Okay. So there are 6, 7 like small things like I mentioned that in the support they got some 10 requirements, and all the 10 requirements the project can decide, like the management can decide, okay, let's do this 10 projects, what you call 10 developments into one mini project, and that for that mini project they can hire you. At that point of time, you will work on the enhancements and the changes. Only you will work on that. Okay. They can follow mostly this the greenfield kind of a rollout approach they can follow, or else they don't have any rollout. All companies are going to use those enhancements so that you will only work based on the object by object, preparing function specification and providing, and then do the development, testing, and move to production. All those processes will be followed. So sometimes it is only some data. So the business is going to take some few new products to manufacture. So they want new production orders and a new master data. So that kind of mini projects also can come. This is the way how you can plan your preparation based on the type of implementation, type of project you are going to get in your next role. New company or existing company are changing one project to another project. So people may use different words like what is greenfield, what is brownfield. So these are the area like how you can understand what kind of project. I hope this video has given you a good understanding. Definitely, I will plan based on the requirements, based on my thought process. If I feel that there is a separate video required only for greenfield implementation and only for brownfield implementation, definitely I will plan with high-level activities. Keep supporting me by sharing our videos with your circle. And before leaving, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Signing off, Ganesh Padala. We go to my purchase orders and we are going to give shipping point 1730. Then click on purchase orders and checking rule we are going to give 3 for the calculation rule. Then click enter. Delivery date is filled and input the 45 00 085. This is only for learning purpose, but you have to take your own S4 HANA practice system and do your setup and practice it. Then click on execute. Double zero. Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to tell about how to delete multiple purchase requisitions in bulk. So generally, the purchase requisitions, if you are creating with MRP run, so the PRs were created and later you made certain changes to your reorder point, or else there are multiple sales orders were deleted, or you put a rejection because you don't want to sell those materials to your customer. At that point of time, you wanted to delete all those purchase requisitions. We generally go for MRP run. If you run MRP, then system will delete unwanted purchase requisitions which are not required based on your requirement, either it is a reorder point or sales order. But certain times you cannot run MRP for all the materials. You might have 5,000 materials or 10,000 materials. You may get many other purchase requisitions. So you have list of purchase requisitions and you want to delete in mass. And MRP run you may do for certain materials or a bulk, maybe once in a month. It may have some more time. You want to delete all these purchase requisitions. How can we delete? Whether it is created through MRP or it is created manually. So in this video, we are going to see that how to delete in bulk. So first of all, we will get it. View open purchase requisitions. Transaction code is ME5A. And when you run this one, you can give that if you have a specific requirement, for example, you want to get it the purchase requisitions which are created during certain duration. So then you have to go here, and here there will be a field called requisition date. Go to requisition date, and you can give the range. Let us give the requisition date range. Global first.
2022 to October 5th, 2024. And ensure that don't click this button called close requisitions. Keep it open. You can input whatever plant you are searching for, those details. It's IDA system, so I'm running without plant. You can run for specific plant. Execute it so that you will see the list of purchase requisitions which are open. Okay, for our testing purpose, we can take few purchase requisitions. Maybe 334, 49, 50, 55, 56. Okay, maybe we can take this one, 355, 56, 57, which is in the range. So double click on that. So this is the PR number. So you can put it the list. And if you watch my videos, like I mentioned about how to delete material master, how to change certain data in the material master. When you want to change it, you can use this upload method. And if you want to delete it, right, you don't have to prepare an Excel sheet and all. If you have all the list of purchase requisitions, you can directly pass here. The transaction code is mass. Okay, you can use the mass transaction so that you can select the object, or else you can directly use MEMASSPR. Okay, this T code also you can use it. If you don't remember the multiple T codes, go to mass. Once you go to the mass transaction, here there will be object types. Here you will see the BUS 2105. The business object 2105 is for purchase requisition. And here the IBAN, only one table will be available. Select that table and click on execute. I was mentioning this import file also you can use it. For deletion, you can directly do it because same value we are passing for all the purchase requisitions. So if you have a multiple purchase requisitions, you can pass like this. I'm testing for 3 PRs, and if you have too many, you can use this button. You can give some 5,000, 8,000 PRs, 10,000 PRs also. You can input and click on this clip, upload from clipboard. So give the purchase requisitions and click on execute it. So system will show you the purchase requisitions automatically selected. Now click on this button called select fields. Once you click on the select fields, you will see all the fields here. Click on deletion indicator and click on this choose button. Then deletion indicator is selected, then click on continue. You can see here, so deletion indicator is available. Give the value called X, click enter. Then you have to select this column. So you can see here, click on select. After that, there is a button called perform mass change. So once you click on this button, whether you have 5,000 or 8,000, the text value will be copied to all the entries you have given here. Then click save button. So PR is saved, 55, 56 and 57. So this is the 55. Before we perform, nothing was there here. Now we could refresh. See here, deletion. 56, deletion. So this is the way how you can delete multiple purchase requisitions at once. And I want to mention that you can delete the purchase requisition although it has an open PO. Open PO means it has a certain kind of a PO. For example, a PR is created for 200, but purchase order created for 50, and you want to delete it. Still, you can delete. System will allow it. Point 1. And another point I want to highlight. For example, if your PR is created through MTO sales order, make to order sales order, or a third party sales order, at that point of time, system will not allow you to delete because you have to put the rejection to your sales order. Then only you can delete it because the parent document for that PR is sales order. So you have to put the rejection. So PR will be automatically deleted. You cannot delete like this mass transaction. Okay. Without rejection, how to do that third party related one? Then you can use this option called status. and here you can put the option block. Okay, you can put the block indicator, that also can be done. So let me show you such kind of a one PR. So this is the PR related to third party. For example, if you try to delete this PR, let us try manually itself. So this item can only be deleted via associated sales document. You cannot delete it. So that's what the error message system will not allow. Then how can we delete? So that we are going to see now. /ME52N, and the business has decided that they are having certain stock and they want to transfer that stock with 413 movement type from normal stock to sales order stock. So they don't want to procure anymore. At that point of time, you cannot delete and you cannot reject the sales order because still you wanted to sell. Then SAP has given an option called go to status and select block for follow-on documents processing centrally. You can put it like any kind of a block, different reasons, blocked by requester, blocked for follow-on document processing centrally. You don't want to follow-on document, like you cannot create the PO and all. You can put the block, and reason also you can put it internal or available stock, unrestricted stock will be used for the process. Whatever, you can give the details and then save it. So this PR cannot be created PO anymore. So this is about the third party or MTO related, you can do that one. I hope in this video you learned how to delete purchase requisitions in bulk, and also when you delete it, if you get any issues related to third party or MTO related purchase requisitions, you can use this block option. Thanks for watching. Thanks everyone for using these revision videos. You can search the remaining videos to watch. Whatever you don't know, you can learn. Keep learning, and thanks for watching. We'll meet with another revision in the next weekend. Thank you.